is the On Call Podcast. Your home for sports, news, pop culture, tech, and the obscure. And of course, your host, Michael Meyer.
I've been drinking Kool-Aid Jammers like I did when I was 9. Cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We played Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes.
Tight eyes.
Welcome. This is the On-Call Podcast, and we are the beautiful bastards. I somehow managed to bump my microphone and make it impossible to fix there it is. Good Lord. Rusty right out the gate.
Oh yeah, congrats on that new human life you created by barely doing anything with your penis.
That's right, 30 seconds of work. Well, 30 seconds of fun for 18 years of work.
Yeah, seems like a bad deal to me.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out real fucking quick. Because right now he's crying. He's got Nicole's titty in his mouth.
Nice.
Someone's getting it at least.
Have you heard about these some experiments they used to do on kids that were later considered unethical psychologically?
How unethical are we talking?
Well, one is the famous Bobo doll experiment where they had like a group of kids like watch this parent like go like beat the shit out of this like Bobo doll, and then they had a control group where the parent was like just sitting there, and then they saw how like aggressive the kids were towards the Bobo doll when they like played with it. But the other one,
I have seen that. Yeah, that is the
other one's pretty interesting. Well, I guess it's kind of more fucked up, but they like let this kid play with this like pet rat or whatever. It's like a baby. And anytime he touched it, it would like make this like smash like two pieces of metal together to like make a terrible noise. And of course he would like cry and stuff. So then they made it so that like that made him scared of other like white furry things. And they learned that, I guess. But they only did it with one kid. So not much of a control sample size. And then I guess one of the women who attended the lecture like came into the idea of like desensitizing people, that kind of stuff. So it's not all bad.
Oh, and for you, Lowell, just so you know, your nudes are safe with me.
Nudes are safe with no man.
I won't share. them. So what have you been up to? I've been destroying my sleep schedule beyond recognition.
Yeah, that's rough.
Fell asleep at 9:00. Like hardcore fell asleep. Fucking kids. You know, he was so agreeable and open to sleep early on, but every day he gets more and more fussy at the times that you want him to sleep.
Yeah, that's rough. That's why I don't have a kid.
Is that why? I can see that being why.
Also, I just like to do stuff for myself, you know.
Nicole's feeding him too. She's taking the brunt of the whole thing. This kid does not want to fucking sleep at night. I feel bad. I wake up in the middle of the night and she's half asleep with him on her chest, like sucking milk or asleep in her arms. Just she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'm gonna turn over though, because his sucking sound just keeps me awake. So I'm gonna roll over."
Yeah, they say parents of one child are behaviorists and parents of two children are geneticists, because they realize that like different kids have to be parented differently, basically.
Yeah, the first one's in the science experiment. The second one's like, all right, I'm gonna fix this shit I fucked up.
Yeah, and then you realize that you actually have to change your. Actually, I have no idea. I'm not a parent, but that's what they say.
Oh, we're gonna find out. There's a sociological experiment taking place right now, kind of naturally.
Ooh, and I've got some subject matter to talk about for that because of episode 3 that I'm writing about behavior genetics. Some very interesting twin and adoption studies.
Oh, similarities or differences? I guess both, right?
Well, that's what they compare. The whole idea boils down to, I think, essentially, sorry, identical twins reared apart. So, like, they're identical twins. They get separated at birth, different families, are more similar than fraternal twins reared together. So it just shows that genetics is more powerful than behavior.
That connection is that strong, huh?
Well, see, yeah, I mean, so fraternal twins are like brother and sister, but they're born into the same family at the same time, and they can be the same gender. So, if they were more similar than identical twins reared apart, then environment would be more powerful. But you ever heard of that movie on Netflix or the documentary, Three Identical Strangers?
No, I have watched movies during high school that showed 2 or 3 separate twins born together and separated through adoption agencies.
Yep, they're one of the stories, and they're probably the biggest one. But there's other ones as well, like the Jim twins. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting documentary. I definitely recommend it. But like, this kid shows up for school, like his first day of college, and people are like, "Hey," calling him a different name and like acting like they know him, and he's like, "What's going on?" And then he goes to his dorm, and his roommate is like, "I know you. What day were you born? Were you adopted?" Yes, yes. So they like run to the payphone and call this guy named Eddie. This kid's name was Bobby, and the guy said he picked up the phone and it was like hearing himself. So they like drove down to his house. They're identical twins. But then the news hit the paper, and a third one called them and was like, "I think like I'm one too." So there's 3 of them, and they're like crazy similar and stuff. But the fucked up. Well, I guess I won't give the spoiler away, but it's a good documentary. It was on Netflix, but now I had to buy it on Prime for like $4 or something.
Fucking Prime. Well, speaking of Netflix, did you get an email recently?
Where they're raising their prices
Again.
Oh, I didn't pay for it.
Huh? Yeah, that's right. You steal VPN it.
Well, no. That's where maybe eventually that's the way to go if they stop people sharing accounts. But I use my dad's, and then I use somebody else's Hulu and my own Prime. And the Hulu I have now even has HBO. Dude, I'm like living the dream right now.
I'm a big fan of HBO. They are trying hard. They're working hard on miniseries right now. Did you watch The Undoing?
No, I watched The Doing though. It was pretty hot.
Yeah, that was afterwards.
Okay, yeah.
So The Undoing blew up over social media apparently that I wasn't aware of. I'm not in that circle, I guess.
You gotta be like on Facebook or something.
It must be, but it turns out it was a Hugh Grant and Nicole Kidman miniseries.
What?
Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant.
Okay.
So characters that were much bigger in the 90s than they are now, but it's a prominent doctor, an oncologist husband, and a psychotherapist mom, and
Classic.
there's a murder. And then a trial and the whole discovery period and flashbacks and whatnot. It throws you for a loop, just so you know.
Come on.
Every episode, you're going to think it's somebody else. What are you drinking that was so clear? Are you drinking pee?
It looks like pee, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually goat's pee. It has numerous health benefits. No. Vodka and sugar-free Red Bull.
Oh, that's a favorite. No ice, huh?
No, I just trying to get the job done. I was like sleeping half the day, and because my prescription didn't get filled, so it like fucks up my brain for a few days until I regulate out. But hopefully those motherfuckers will fill it tomorrow because it's due to be filled. But yeah, so I don't have time to get beer and shit.
Are you getting pretty edgy with that?
No, it just makes me tired, like more tired, and it gives me ADHD again. So I procrastinate a bunch and stuff.
Story of my life. Did you get anything big for Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
I bought. Oh, did I buy anything? Maybe I did. I got a new plugin for Adobe Audition.
Oh.
Pretty sweet. But it was free. But it's awesome, actually. It's called Fresh Air, and it like really punches your high ends. What about you?
The only thing for Adobe actually I just bought was something so I could sign documents and send them back and flip it to Words if I need to. Pro DC or something.
Oh yeah, it comes with the Creative Cloud.
So I got that because I had a new job orientation yesterday to take on another job.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Try to work a little extra so Nicole doesn't have to go back to work as soon.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Other than that, I bought a new shower head called the Power Shower, which I actually got on.
So you can like tickle your balls while you're.
I'm hoping to blast the shit out of them. Yeah.
Really? Do you like a hot shower? I've noticed that women like their shower about 25 degrees hotter than I do.
Yeah, I like it cold, lukewarm, I guess.
Yeah. They just like it's burning the skin off. It's like exfoliating or something. I don't know, but literally, it's not a stereotype. It's fact. Like they tested it. Everybody. There's many studies, meta-analyses.
So when me and Nicole want to do shower time together, we have to like make sure someone's ready to flip it one way or the other because it's so fucking hot or cold.
Well, really, okay, because I found that most girls are like, it's okay, you can turn it down. And I'm like, all right.
She'll say that, but then she's like, oh, Jesus Christ, and then just flip it right up.
Oh, you can't find that perfect middle and then draw a little line on it so you know?
I'm sensitive. I do not like a hot shower at all.
Oh, my goodness.
So this is called the Power Shower, which I actually had seen on an ad for Instagram.
You have two heads?
No, it's only one, but it's supposed to improve how fastly it flows. Like more than double. So I'm going to find it out. I haven't tried it yet. I'm sorry to see that you've run out of your medication.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's frustrating.
I'm going to fill it tomorrow because I'm going to keep calling until I called Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday.
That's so fucking goddamn capitalism.
Well, I don't know. There's they don't have the greatest reviews, but they're right by my house.
Is it cold where you're at? We're having a cold snap down here.
I know. I heard you guys almost had a little bit of snow.
We almost got cold. Yeah, it was 48 when I woke up.
Yeah, my crazy ass aunt was telling me about it.
How far south is she? She's the one that's in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah. She's like, Jesus and aliens. Also, like, I'd vote for Trump, or have, and will again. She's like, the scientists, if you go against the scientists, they're like the priesthood, and you will be burned, maybe at the stake.
She's one of those, huh? She's getting no rhyme or reason.
Well, I think it's just, as you get like really old, you get a little bit weird sometimes, sadly.
You can't help but scroll Facebook, and that's where everything's at.
Yeah. And then it's easy to follow certain things. Trump had a speech today, right? No station carried it. It was just on YouTube, and him just being like, how he won.
Oh, see, the only one I'd seen was yesterday on the Fox News.
He's making a bunch of money from people donating to
defense fund.
Right. Okay, but I've loved the statistic that's been all over Reddit for the past few days. But he paid $3 million to give Joe Biden more votes by recounting.
Yeah, the 132 votes that went towards him in Wisconsin.
Oh god, it's hilarious.
That's so embarrassing.
It'd be funny if it wasn't so terrifying.
He also made $3 million with the Triple P, the stimulus package for small businesses. Him and Jared Kushner, $3.3 million. Is
that going to pay off his like $100 million loan he owes?
I'm guessing not. It's pretty short. Although, was it Deutsche Bank is trying to come after him for the $327 million that he owes?
I'm pretty sure as soon as he leaves office, everyone's going to come after him. But I mean,
he's going to get go. What is it when the loan sharks come after you? They break your kneecaps.
Yeah.
He's going to be getting some shit like that.
Yeah, I wish. In all likelihood, he'll just be rich and angry till the day he dies and not in jail.
Well, maybe not rich, but Let's see. What else has happened here? I'm trying to think of what's happened since we've been solo. You've been doing a lot with your what?
Prodigy launched.
Yeah, by the time people get to hear this, Prodigy will have launched.
Well, I mean,
technically the trailer. Yeah.
Trailer, yeah. So the feed launched, and supposedly I already got 450,000 promo impressions, but based on my trailer numbers, it doesn't seem true. But I think it's because the promo says like every Thursday, like starting December 3rd, so people assume it's not there yet. So yeah, in 2 hours from now, the episode will go. First episode goes live.
The Prodigy Podcast.
It's just Prodigy.
And that will be everywhere.
Podcast. Just search Prodigy. Well, podcast. Just go to prodigypodcast.com. I have links to every app on there.
I see the iHeart, Google, Spotify. You're gonna have to get the Audible one on there.
It's on all of them. Just Google. Just on whatever app you're on. Just type in Prodigy. It's the one. I just say it's the one with the girl writing on the chalkboard. Because there's a couple other ones, but none of them are named just Prodigy. They're like the Prodigy Podcast or other shit, I guess.
That's good to know because it's going to be a lot better than this one.
Yeah, but this one can be made much faster.
Yeah. You've been working on those 3 episodes for a lot longer.
A lot longer, and mostly because the podcast is completely fucking different than it was when I pitched it. Like, it's just a completely different podcast about something completely different. But it's about, Prodigies is just like, there's something that just very obviously shows us that genetics matter.
Me and you've texted about it. I don't think we actually talked about it. Speaking of Prodigies, I listened to your first episode because I'm privy to that because it's your podcast.
When did you listen to it?
When you sent it to me, a rough sampling of it like a month and a half ago.
Okay, well then a month and a half ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I'll scroll back and I'll tell you when you sent it to me about the sisters, the chess sisters.
Different. I changed everything about it since then, probably.
I thought it was fucking special. Just turns out that I'm just nobody.
It just changed a lot. I just put out like the first episode just like 2 weeks ago is when I actually finished it. And then I finished episode 2 like a week ago. And now I'm learning about behavior genetics so that I can write episode 3. So I'm behind now. Like it's going to be up until the last minute.
God damn it.
Well, the problem is if I go up until the last minute, then I have like no minutes to write episode 4. Well, it's written. Revise it. I'm sorry.
Damn it. So it's kind of like the normal. Are all shows that close to the deadline, or is it just because yours has changed so much?
It depends. You try and build up as big of a bank as you can. Some shows I've worked on, they're usually enough time. Really, it's not usually like a crunch like working up until it launches. Sometimes it is, but not most cases. No, they usually are like an episode or 2 ahead.
Good for them. You'll get there.
Well, the problem is that, theirs, they just like do a little bit of research for a couple hours, record an episode, takes an hour or 2 to edit, and it's like a total 5 hours worth of work. Whereas like mine was like, I don't know, 40 hours worth of work for one person, if not much more.
Yours is a little more doomed to begin with.
Just takes crap tons of research, interviews, writing, recording, editing, mixing, because there's like 10 different tracks of guests and shit. It's just a larger scale.
You sent me that, and that looks like an album, like looking for a CD track where you see all these different little bumps and boosts where they're adding all these. There was like 15 tracks that you showed me of the edit.
Every guest has to be mixed differently, and I have like some guests where I have like a YouTube video of them and their voice, so it's like 2 different mixes for one guest, and music and stuff. But yeah.
So you're gonna find out real soon if it was worth it.
Maybe not. Well, it's not gonna find out tomorrow. I mean, it'll take like a while for people that like it to even find it, So usually you want to do more than fucking 8 episodes to like see if somebody likes something. So I don't know. I'll just at the end of the season, I'll just see if it does well enough for me to continue doing it.
Well, you'll let me know if you want me to try to promo the shit out of it.
Yeah, I would actually. That'd be great. Yeah, and we're gonna shoot for new and noteworthy on Apple, but I think Apple usually waits till like you have like 2 episodes out before they would post it there.
Well, everybody who listens, search Prodigy, listen, share, like.
Yeah, and now you can write a review actually means something because there'll be an episode out. But yeah, subscribing and 5-star review, even if you don't write anything, would be great.
And they
a share.
should. It's
Social media share would be great too.
I'm on it. I'm on all social media. I'll share the shit out of it. Screencap the album art of the girl on the chalkboard.
Yeah. Yeah. You could just share the link to the episode.
I'm talking more like Instagram. Instagram doesn't share links.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's see. What else? Oh, speaking. Yeah, it threw me off originally. Prodigies. We talked about it. We didn't go on the show. Queens Gambit blew up a little bit.
Yeah.
That was a gnarly show.
Yeah, I liked it.
Which you had sent me your initial parts of recordings on the girls who played chess, and then that show came out, and I was like, holy shit. How trending are you?
Yeah, that's a good point. Only just the first episode talks about the Polgar sisters, but yeah, I mean, that was the only thing I didn't like about it. Is I was like, oh man, they should use the Polgar sisters. But this book was written in 1983, which the Polgar sisters were popular then, but just not as much. And it's fiction. It's not true. But they did use like real games in
right. They did very good at finding a way to make chess interesting, which is technically really, for someone who doesn't understand it, is not an interesting game to watch if you don't know it.
Did they explain anything about what the Queen's Gambit is?
I think for about 15 seconds they talked about it. I think that's where you use the queen as kind of you pawn her, don't you? Using her to die.
Clearly they did not explain it.
No.
It's just like it's an opening move, an opening sequence of moves, but where you just open up your queen right away. So you move the queen pawn, like the pawn that's in front of the queen, 2 spaces forward first. And that's basically it. Then there's different variations, but yeah, so you've opened up your queen.
So it's just super risky right out the gate, right? Because you're making your number.
Aggressive, yes.
Yeah, I heard a lot about the Sicilian Defense in that show.
Because and it's crazy is that, how there's all these different openings that are set pretty much, and then all these different defenses, right? So you could have like, after the first move, like the whole first 20 moves of the game are just like going back and forth on that. It's like choreographed because they're just using the same opening and defense.
It is crazy how chess is technically the most most combinations. Yeah. No, what is
Go, I believe. It's a Chinese game, but it's not as popular, maybe, like mainstream.
No, now I have to look at it. Is it literally just Go?
Yeah. Yeah, there's about 40 to wait, fuck, I already can't even remember anymore. 10 to the 40. Yeah, is the number of
the 40th, the 40th power.
Yeah, like 40, like a one with like 40 zeros after it.
Abstract strategy board game for 2 players surrounds it. So it's like Civilization meets checkers. Look at that.
I want to do an episode on that Fortnite kid, and if I have time, I will. Booga.
The Fortnite kid.
He won the first Fortnite World Championship. He's like 16, and he got $3 million.
Would you quit playing after that? That's probably that's like the highest.
He would probably do it if he wasn't going to get any money. I mean, it's fun.
You didn't even play Fortnite.
Well, he obviously enjoys it.
To be the best, you probably do. I'm going to click your link here.
Apparently, though, there was a kid that got like maybe 3rd or 4th that was older and had like a very, very strict training regimen. So it's kind of like an interesting thing to look at for like a Prodigy perspective.
Spotify opens up way nicer than Apple Podcast does. I'm surprised Apple Podcast is still like 60% of the fucking.
It is based on my download numbers. It's like 70%.
Yeah. Mine's 56%.
Well, maybe Androids should start coming with a decent podcast app on the home screen of your phone.
That's true. Should. We love to talk about food and cooking ribs. It's one of our things.
Smoking ribs. Oh wait, you cook them. Never mind. And they're just farted so bad.
Yeah. The baby's shits have gotten progressively worse smelling.
Just like a real person.
Yeah. So
Before we jump into this, I want to tell you one thing. Did you know that divorce is genetically inherited? Like getting a divorce?
elaborate.
I can't. It's a secret. No. No, yeah, it's a thing. Like you're more likely to get a divorce if you're
Your parents got divorced?
but not in the sense that like you became psychologically traumatized. Because they study people that grow up in adopted families as well in all sorts of different situations.
I guess it's just has to do with acceptance and realizing. Excuse me.
It's not determined. Like just because your parents and your grandparents and your grandparents that got divorced doesn't mean you'll get a divorce, or you're like it's just a probabilistic thing. Like you're just more likely, not guaranteed in any way.
So just do what me and Nicole did. Live in sin.
What's that?
Just do what me and Nicole did. Live in sin.
Oh, don't get
married. Don't get legally married. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've discussed that even today.
An apartment that she doesn't know about.
Yeah, we talked about it even today. Like we don't see the point in marriage because it's not like there's a thing where like I have to give her dad like 50 cows or anything like that, like a date, whatever it's called.
There's a couple of reasons. But they may not apply to you. What number one is like taxes, right? I mean, so you can both like claim the kids or something to do with that, I'm sure.
I don't even know how it works, but we've run our taxes. We've had people run them for, like accountants run them for us to say, would we make more married or single? And every time it's come up, single.
Really? Okay, awesome. Insurance. You guys both have your own insurance, right? So you don't have to worry about it?
Yeah. All the kids are on mine, so I'm paying, an asshole ton of. I haven't got my first bill having Jackson on mine, but I was already paying $600 with me and Savannah.
Christ, dude. Okay. And then end of life care.
I wonder, you're right. I was wondering about that because if common law marriage applies to surrogacy and power of attorney.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's like maybe I don't know if that's it or not, but yeah. Other than that, what's the point? I'm not a Christian. Why am I going to get Christian married or whatever?
That's right. So for the YouTubers, they can see this bad boy here. Those are my ribs.
Yeah, looks like something definitely.
They were so fucking good. No sauce. They were sauceless ribs. Which is the first time I've ever done that because it was made with
Were they beef or pork?
Those are beef back ribs.
You can't say ribs, okay? You can't just say ribs because people are going to.
That's true. Pork. They weren't St. Louis style. They were just
beef back ribs.
Beef back ribs. Yeah. And
how did you prepare them?
Salt, pepper. I used the Instant Pot, which we just got a couple of days ago.
Nice.
And there was some soy sauce.
Okay.
There was a Vietnamese chili paste.
Okay. You've gained my interest.
And salt, pepper, olive oil, shit ton of garlic, and ginger.
Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Pressure cooked for like 35 minutes.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, now you've gained my attention.
And then when you pull them out, you broil them for 3 minutes each side.
Yeah, at what point do you boil them in milk?
I don't know, you just wait until you try it. You know, when you come down, I will make them for you. And you're like, you know what? Yeah, those were good.
You had me at 35 minutes. I'm sorry. But are those the ones you get from like the grocery store? Because if you can get to like a Brazilian meat market, they have like the fat plate of beef ribs where it's like a fucking square of them, looks almost like a brisket. That's pretty legit.
I would like that. We don't have a Brazilian market.
There's got to be. Just Google a Brazilian meat market.
I'll look that up right now, and people can see how closely do we live to a Brazilian meat market near
It's not
me.
a fancy fucking place. It's like a shop store where they just have a bunch of meats. It's where you get your picanha, and other various meats and tacos. And
It's the Express Meat Market.
There you go. See what kind of beef ribs they got.
How far away are they?
Actually, you know what's fucked up is Walmart has better meat than Publix.
Maybe by you, not by me.
Yeah, by me, yeah.
Then I would do it all day.
Well, I mean, Walmart, let's be honest, it sucks ass to like go there just because the checkout experience. Like, fraught.
Oh, it's beyond true. How can... I don't know why when they build the store, they even put 30 rows. I have never seen more than 7 open.
Well, I mean, they're old as fuck, so I imagine it doesn't matter.
The checkouts, like we're just stacking them back into the clothing aisle because there's just no one there to...
Think about Black Friday or Christmas. I mean, come on, you know that like in a normal occasion that those are going to be like all open, right? I don't think I've ever been to Walmart when they're all open.
No, I've never seen more than like 7.
Maybe it's to block people from like literally like looting the store, you know? Because then they got like forced in a tight place, or you can like beat them with a bunch of people with a stick at once.
It's a natural barricade.
Yeah,
That has to be what it is.
I'm gonna walk in the. You ever thought about walking in Walmart and be like, everybody, let's fucking rob this place, go, and like just see?
I feel like that's a felony for inciting a riot.
No.
Wear a mask. Oh wait,
Yeah.
You should already be wearing one.
Are robberies going up? I feel like they should be, because I mean, like it's normal to be wearing a mask and a hat and goggles these days, you know?
Oh man, dress like Walter White and you're just set.
How funny would it be nowadays to walk around like in a full radio active suit? You know, like what would people think? I mean, what would you think?
They're as crazy as a Donald Trump supporter.
Ooh, excuse me.
All right, so I'm sure you got work to get back to. I figured I just wanted to get into a tight 30 because we haven't talked much at all because life just fucking gets in the way.
Congratulations to Michael for his new man baby.
Sadly, this poor little baby is getting his pecker chopped in the morning.
Oof.
Yeah, circumcision for poor little Jackson.
Well, good luck with that. Hopefully they aim correctly and he doesn't have to explain something to girls every time or boys.
So I had one question for you because it got asked to me. Stupid and pedantic question. Would you rather that your fingers were always sticky or your throat was always itchy?
Sticky fingers.
All right. I was curious. I probably would have went an itchy throat because like that, I have to like constantly wash my hands if that happens.
Yeah, but I can just keep my hands open and I'm fine. A throat that's always itchy. I mean, that's in your brain, dude. Like, I don't know. Whatever. Sticky fingers. I would be able to grab stuff easier too. You know.
It's a.
I like it, but I'm just like, why are your fingers always sticky?
Well, if you were wetter, you wouldn't feel them being sticky.
Nice.
Yeah. Speaking of sticky fingers, Spider-Man, I've changed my mind from the old original stuff.
You could be a rock climber. You could.
How sticky are we talking?
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking like just like lightly.
Yeah, I was thinking like maple syrup fingers.
Yeah. Still.
I've changed my mind on the new tech, the new game systems. I think if I have a choice now, I'm going to go PS5 over Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that like the way everybody feels now?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I think they're winning the console wars right now pretty bad.
Yeah, because of the Red Ring of Death. If it wasn't for the Red Ring of Death, I'm pretty sure. Also, PlayStation has better exclusives.
By a long shot. I want to try the Miles Morales, man. That looks so fucking good.
Yeah, so Red Ring of Death, better exclusives, so that when we went to PS4, all the Xbox people realized there's more people playing PlayStation, so live will be better, like internet multiplayer. So now it's just like, it's a PlayStation thing.
Have you played any Overwatch with all the work you've been doing?
Yeah, just a little bit before I go to bed, but like I have like 3 days to finish this script on behavior genetics, and I've got like 3 pages, and it needs to be like 10 at least.
Oh, baby. You got this.
Yeah, totally. No, it'll turn out good. It's just I wanted to be up to par. There'll be less music and stuff, but I think the first one has like the longest like scripted bit, so there was bound to be more music in it.
Fair enough. All right, my friend. This has been the Beautiful Bastards.
Has it?
We're introducing, man.
All right. Just throwing it out there, see how it tests.
I do like us as the Beautiful Bastards.
Yeah.
I'll put Jax on my shoulder one time to show him to the TV for people so they can see the third Beautiful Bastard by association.
Oh, that's right. You're not married.
That's right.
Right. All right.
That's even more fitting now, right?
I was gonna say you do have an on-call pod. Okay, yeah. We'll get a Beautiful Bastards one and swap things over.
We can do that. We went out to overworked, but this has been the Beautiful Bastards on-call pod.
Go fuck yourself.
Hoorah.
Thanks for listening to the On Call Podcast. Check us out on Twitter at OnCallPod. Interested in being a sponsor or want to be on the show? Drop us an email at oncallpod@gmail.com. For more info, go to oncallpod.com.